what's up, guys? Dark Visor here. It's been a while since I've had time to do a video for YouTube, and we'll be streaming all the time. Eventually we're going to get this camera hooked up. I swear to God, we're going to get this camera hooked up. But we've been streaming a lot, so I haven't had time to do videos like this as much. I want to do more of them. It's just you stream, you get off the stream, and you want to fix the stream videos on the weekend. And it's you just kind of get lost in the noise. But anyway, I finally got a free night, so it's like I want to do these videos. As some of you know, Activision recently, not Activision, yeah, they were bought out. I was going to change the way that sentence was structured, but Microsoft bought out Activision / Blizzard, in a huge acquisition. It was awesome. I mean, they bought them out, for like about $80 billion cash. It was insane. And so the main point in this video, though, is a lot of people have been going around saying that they are now Microsoft's getting is a monopoly, basically. And I want to come out and counter that and say it's not. I don't think people know what a monopoly is. Monopoly is a board game with an old man who wants you to get the boardwalk. That's the piece I always wanted to buy. And then you go to start, you can get $200. That's Monopoly. I'm kidding. A monopoly, if you take your time to Google or go to school and learn what one is, a monopoly, as by Investopedia, is a dominant position of an industry or a sector by one company to the point of excluding all other viable competitors. They're often discouraged in free market nations. They lead to price gouging, things like that. But the key takeaways at the bottom here, I'm not going to read everything on this page, is a monopoly consists of a single company that dominates the industry. A monopoly can develop naturally or be government sanctioned for particular reasons. However, a company can gain or maintain a monopoly position through unfair practices that stifle competition and deny consumer choice. That's not Microsoft. Again, I feel like what people do, especially in the world nowadays, when it comes to like the internet and Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all this stuff, they hear something one time and they want to echo it. They don't know what it is, but they just want to echo it just to feel. They just want to be involved in it. Same thing with a lot of things on Twitter, which I don't get involved with. When it comes to certain things, people don't actually study stuff and they just echo or parrot what they hear somebody they follow. Like when I say stuff, don't just listen to me. Look it up yourself. Sometimes don't follow me just when I say something. I always tell you guys that when I stream stuff. Like I'll tell you what I think, but I always say do your own research. Kind of look it up. But I feel like a lot of people who follow certain people, which is not so much a bad thing, I guess, but they have such a blind faith in people that they just believe anything they tell them. And then they'll go around sharing the same information. It's like, well, why is this bad? Well, so-and-so said this, and then they believe that, and they keep spreading, and somebody else that follows them says it, and so they just keep spreading it, and they'll keep reposting on other. I see it all the time on Twitter and stuff like that, and other sites where they'll keep posting the same thing they think on other threads to get other people, the same thing. A monopoly is not Microsoft right now, not close to one yet. Because a monopoly, basically, like it said right there, a monopoly, you would have to have control over the market where you dictate who gets what and what goes where. The best example for me for a monopoly is an internet provider. Take, for example, where I live right now. We have a company called Comcast or Xfinity, whatever the heck they want to call themselves now. They jump back and forth. It's like Xfinity, but it's still Comcast. Because I know Comcast isn't in all areas, I guess. But anyway, where I live, Google Fiber has wanted to move in, and they've wanted to use the lines to bring Google Fiber to our neighborhood. Thing is, Comcast won't let them. They won't let them use the lines. So Google is like, hey, please ask your, residents, if we can bring this here. We want to. We need to get the voice saying, hey, we want to come here, but Comcast fights tooth and nail to keep them away. Why is that? Because they want you to keep you under contract. Like the apartment I've lived in, they've had a contract with Comcast for years now. Years. And for the most part, Comcast is fine to an extent. They get stuff back up running really fast. Their speed prices are not that great though, But anyway, they don't let anybody come here. They won't let them come here though, because they know they have control of this area. It's like, no, we have a contract with this area and stuff like that. We're not gonna let you use these lines. So basically that's monopoly practice right there, where it's like, you have no choice. Like I have no choice but to sign up for Comcast. Like for you, if you move to the apartment I'm in, good neighborhood and everything like that. I'm just saying, you got to sign up for Comcast. You have no choice. You can't, it's like, yeah, you got to get Comcast. It's tied into the rent, and all that stuff. And it's like, oh, well, I guess so. That's monopoly practice. It's like you dictate who comes where and what goes where and what price you pay. A monopoly, another example, say if you had seven different brand of drinks you liked, and you had the choice between those 7 for years and years. Like, okay, I want to drink this one day, cherry Coke, grape Coke, vanilla Coke. I don't know what Cokes I'm naming. Berry Coke, But anyway, 7 Cokes. And eventually, one of the Cokes buys out 5 other ones. So now they control those other 6 drinks. And it's just a 1 drink left. So say it's like cherry Coke versus berry Coke. Barry's the one that bought everything out. Barry now has control over the Coke market. It can choose if it wants to keep releasing the other 6. It can choose if it wants to release the other 5, and it can choose what price it wants to put on those. Like it can raise the prices on those drinks. So you may want the regular Coke again, but it's like, no, you want this. Either we're going to stop making it or you got to pay more for it. We choose now. There's no competition. It's just between those two now, and they have more control. That's monopoly right there. And it's taken away. Like I said, it's like it says, it's any competition. You don't have a choice to, compete against them. It's like you do this or you get nothing. And that's not Microsoft. There are still companies out there. There's still Konami, Sega, Capcom, Square Enix. There's still several companies out there that still can make games, and there's a ton of indie developers. With the monopoly, you have, like it says, in that little, that post, it dominates the industry. Like you have no choice but to go through them, to deny consumers a choice of where to buy stuff. It's like you can only buy these games on Microsoft. And that when that's said, of course, there's always going to be exclusives and stuff like that on both systems, but it means that you can, like, you got no choice but to buy games on our system. Like you can't buy them for PlayStation. Like you can only buy games for our system. Anything else made third party, first party, you can only get it for our system. Microsoft has to make their own first party. That'd be a monopoly practice right there, where you control everything. But like I said, but just Google it sometimes. But that's what a monopoly is. Like I said, a lot of people say Microsoft is that. They're not yet. There are still enough companies out there that can make games, not including little indie developers and stuff that are around still. There's still choice out there for games. There's still choice. You can still choose what, games you can buy and stuff like that, Sure, you may have to buy some on Xbox, but there are still games like on PC, on Switch, on Sony. You can still play. You're still good. That said, looking into what they own, thanks to Screen Rant, I was trying to find a good list of what all they own now. It's very interesting what they own. And going forward, they now own Call of Duty. They now own Candy Crush. I never played Candy Crush, but I see those ads all the time when I go home for Thanksgiving and Christmas. They own World of Warcraft. They own Hearthstone. I never played Hearthstone either. I have played World of Warcraft. I was Night Elf Mohawk. That was a joke back in the day, I think. Diablo is part of Microsoft's deal. Overwatch, Microsoft deal. StarCraft, Crash Bandicoot. I love Crash Bandicoot. Spyro the Dragon, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. Let's see. 007 Bloodstone, Legends, Quantum of Solace, 10-Minute Solution, Bugs Life. Wow, they got Bugs Life? Afterburner 2. Oh man, Afterburner Climax was in there, I'd be happy. Apache Air Assault, Alien vs Predator, Altered Beast, American Chopper. I'm not naming everything. I'm just kind of going through here and seeing what catches my eye best. Animal Planet Vet Life. I just said what interests me, and I said Animal Planet Vet Life. Asteroids, Bakugan. The TV show is good. The games never have been good. Ball Blazer, Ben Hero. I'm trying to see what else is in here that looks interesting. A B-movie game. Blade, Blood Omen, Bloody Roar. Oh, they got Bloody Roar. Oh, yes. Bring back Bloody Roar. Please bring black. I said bring black. Don't bring black. Bring back Bloody Roar, please, please. I thought Hudson owned that. If they got Bloody Roar, please bring it back. Please bring it back. Bomberman Tournament, Build-A-Bear Workshop. I don't know why I keep naming dumb stuff. Cabela. Oh God, that's a lot of Cabela. Wow, that is a lot of Cabela. All Call of Duty. Wow, that's a lot of Call of Duty. Checkers, Crash Bandicoot, Dancing with the Stars, Destiny. Okay, Destiny 1 at least. Let's see, Die Hard, DJ Hero, Donald Trump, Real Estate Tycoon. Bam, there you go. It's a good game right there. Let's see, DreamWorks, Superstar Carts, Everest, Fantastic Four, like I said, Ghostbusters, Guitar Hero series, Gun, let's see, Hot Rod, Hot Wheels, How to Train Your Dragon. Just trying to see what else is in here that catches my eye real fast. Lost Kingdoms, Mech Warrior. Oh, is Mech Assault in there? No, just Mech Warrior. I was gonna say if Mech Assault was in there, that'd be good. I love I like Mech Warriors, but Mech Assault was really fun. Let's see, Monster Jam. Overwatch 2, I said that already. Wait, Parasite? Did I see Parasite Eve? My eyes messing up with me. My eyes were messing with me. I thought I saw Parasite Eve. It was Private Eye. I guess I saw something that made my eyes think Parasite Eve. I got really excited for a second there. Let's see, Shrek games. The Shrek games have been fun. We played those in the retro game nights. I actually kind of like those a little bit. They're not great, but they're fun. They're fun. Let's see, Street Hoops. Okay, TMNT's in here. I'm pretty sure Transformers is in here too. Tony Hawk, yeah, Transformers. They can bring that back. Yes. Transformers. This Devastation. Oh my God, they can make a sequel to that game. Yes. Oh man, that's good. They got some good stuff in here. Wolfenstein, X-Men, and Triple X. But I don't think that's what I'm thinking it is. That's a different Triple X. I think that's the actual fighter, that action movie, not the BMX Triple X game. All right, that's some pretty good games right there. You know, so they will own all of those now. And so I've heard Microsoft said they want to kind of bring back some old things too. Hopefully they will. Half these games, good God, they got so, and that's a bad thing with some companies that when some games don't do good, you see how many games are in here. Some of these games haven't seen the light of day in years. Reckless, oh my God, it's a fun game. It's broken, but it was fun. There's so many games in here they could bring back, you know. And companies, that's what I hate about companies sometimes, and that's what I liked about the older days in the 90s and stuff. They would try stuff, you know, but and then they just sit on it. The same thing for companies like Capcom, Konami. They have these franchises they don't do anything with. It's like there's so many games you could make again. You know, new Silent Hill, a new Reckless, or you know, new Transformers, and they don't do anything with them. They stick to their guns, the big games, and it's like the little games they don't do good. It's the big games. It's like, well, like Transformers Devastation. Oh, it didn't sell us enough. If we wanted to, forget the sequel. You know, let's just stick to like Call of Duty. You know, so these are some good games. So I'm looking forward to that. You know, it could be good. It could be good. They got a lot of stuff in here. The thing is too, though, Microsoft has stated that like the games that are out now and in development, like the Overwatch 2 and Call of Duty currently, will still be on Xbox systems. You know, they're not going to take them away. They're anything that's in the pipeline that's already in the works is going to be on other systems. You know, still. Now, future titles and stuff, like say there's Overwatch 3 or a spinoff, that may be Xbox exclusive. Or say they made a Reckless sequel, that may be exclusive. But for right now, I think everything's good. You know, I think they still will be on other systems, and that's fine. You know, but again, they're not a monopoly. And just on the closing note, I know some have said and that's a bad mentality to have right there too. Just because Microsoft did this doesn't mean Sony has to do this also. I know some have said that Sony may buy a company, and one of my favorite streamers / video makers, Maximilian, said it could be Square Enix or Capcom. If any company was going to be bought by Sony, I would say it would be Square Enix. I don't see Capcom being bought by them. I see it being Square Enix, and I say it because of the history with Sony and what they're doing right now with Sony, the stuff they do it now, like Final Fantasy series and stuff like that. But for me, I don't see them outright buying them. They could, and it would be a competition thing, and gamers out there who are still fanboy wars would say, "Ha ha, Sony bought Square Enix," that's kind of died down. In the 90s, it made more sense to have, the console war debates and stuff, and I'm a Sony fanboy, Xbox fanboy, Nintendo fanboy. It's kind of died down, kind of, honestly. There's not as much competition. There is, but it's not like it was in the 90s. The 90s, you can look at the ads. Sega does what Nintendo don't. Stuff like that. They called each other out for stuff like that. Nowadays, it's always like, you see the tweets and stuff like, we're still working together with our buddy, even though they're not technically, buddy, but still, Microsoft and Nintendo are probably nicer than Sony is, because, they were the first two to jump on crossplay harder than Microsoft. Even though Microsoft in the old days weren't with it, they are now. Sony wasn't with it at first, and they're still kind of like butts about it. But, I don't think they would buy them outright. I think what would happen, it would just be more exclusive games through Square Enix, kind of like Final Fantasy VII. Yeah, I would like to play it on Xbox too. I have it on PlayStation, of course, my PS5. I'm just saying, I see them doing more deals. Like at E3, Square Enix is going to show a trailer that's going to be like exclusive to PS5, or console PS5. I still see future Sony games coming to PC though, but for the most part, I don't see them coming to Xbox. I think Square Enix will kind of be like, Sony will try to get more direct deals with them. That's what I see. And that being said, also, if it's on PC, people make fun of like Xbox, like, well, it's on PC. What is your operating system? I know some have different operating systems for the most part, but if you look in the homes of most, I guarantee most gamers, who don't play with the OS and all that stuff, they have Microsoft operating systems. Microsoft still makes money off PC. They still get a cut of that operating system you are running right now. I'm running Microsoft right now. They still make some money off that. Game Pass on PC, because somebody's like, well, don't gotta buy Xbox on PC. They still get money. That's the thing. They still get money. If it's on PC. So technically, to me, it's just kind of funny because it's kind of still Microsoft people can still play it, But that's what I see happening in the future. But anyway, what do you guys think? I don't want to keep talking about it. I just realized I'm wearing a white shirt with a white background, so I'm going to switch to Sega's page. That helps a little bit. I just noticed, like, wait a minute. I went a white shirt and white background, so it's like it's probably just a head floating around on the screen. Thankfully, there's cheers behind me, so it helps a little bit. This is another video I was going to do. I won't make a whole video about that, but it was just Sonic the Hedgehog. They released a new image of him for his new game. It looks pretty good. They released 2 images of logos for the new game, so yeah, it looks pretty awesome. But yeah, I still waiting. I want to know more about this game. We don't know anything about it yet, but what do you guys think? Do you think Microsoft's a monopoly yet? Or do you see like this being a thing in the future where companies just get bought out? Or like, do you think, like what I said, where you think Microsoft is just gonna, or Sony's just gonna do like exclusive deals and stuff like that? Anyway, regardless of what happens, it's nice to see this portfolio Microsoft now has, because there's so many games they can work with. Like if they made a new fighting game or something, like they had Killer Instinct, which I want to play a new Killer Instinct. They have so many franchises now they can pull characters from. Because the last game just got like Halo and Battletoads. There are so many franchises they can pull from now to put in their games, which would be insane to see who they can put in the games in the future. What do you guys think? Do you think this is a monopoly? Do you think this is a bad practice? Are you excited for new games? Do you want to see more Transformers like me? Let me know what you think in the comments. Also hit that like and that bell and subscribe if you feel like it. It would mean a lot to me. I like talking to you guys, because everybody says that now. You gotta hit that bell icon and sub to me and everything like that. Gotta make sure I say that, you know. But anyway, you guys be awesome. Sound off in the comments, and I'll talk to you guys later.